program named Brenda Bradshaw, who impressed all of us so much with her ability to analyze handwriting and body language and hands and other techniques, that we talked to Brenda about doing a regular series on Good Morning Virginia. She agreed. And so this will be the start of her regular series. Brenda Bradshaw, what are you going to do for us each morning, or each week, each Thursday that you come on?
What I would love to do is analyze the viewer's handwriting. Many people have had their handwriting analyzed by computer, but I'm able to look at the handwriting and tell them personal characteristics. Like on the show we did, the lady going into her home. They could ask questions about love, money. Everybody wants to know about money.
Now we'll say, if I can interrupt you for a second, okay. Brenda is going to start teaching a course on handwriting analysis for J. Sargent Reynolds, but that will be next spring, so it's sometime off. And you want to analyze one this morning, don't you?
Yes, since I don't have any people getting their handwriting in, I found a copy of Elvis Presley's handwriting, the one that was on his will. Now, this signature has been analyzed by many handwriting experts because, of course, for authenticity, to make sure that this was Elvis's original handwriting. Now, Elvis, as I see this, the handwriting is done very shaky. I've made a couple of notes on the handwriting because it does take me a while to go over certain things. First of all, he was not happy in his house, in his home surroundings. He had become a prisoner. He loved to travel and go outdoors, and he just couldn't seem to find time, and people wouldn't let him. He just became very trapped. His career wasn't what he wanted anymore. He didn't want to continue with the career, but he was forced into continuing with the career because he was so popular. And he didn't trust anyone anymore, which, you know, people who cannot trust anyone and feel like prisoners in their own home, I'm not saying that the suicidal thing was, a lot of them have said suicidal, but I'm not saying suicidal for Elvis, because Elvis was not the type to take his life, and his handwriting shows very strong religious convictions. Another thing, his heart condition, which the news has reported many, many times. His heart condition shows that he has a lot of trouble with his heart because of the wrong medication. If I had analyzed his handwriting, I would have said, do not take what the doctors are saying take. And he was on the wrong medication. It was too strong for him, actually. And his handwriting is very shaky. And when your handwriting is shaky and breaks up and the pressure is let up, this means that you are over-medicated. Your blood contains too much medication, so you're not able to hold the pen. He was actually crying out for help. It's a shame that no one was there to help him, but he was left alone. The last thing that I analyzed, which bothered me a little bit, was that he was very concerned for his child. And he didn't get to see her very much. And he wanted to see his child, you know, a whole lot. And the way that turned out was that she didn't let him see the child, and his A, his middle A, shows a distinctive little loop in it. You see the little loop in the top there? Now this is the maternalistic and father, what a father feels comfortable. If the A looks very good and is perfectly formed, then the father is fulfilling his duties. He was not able to fulfill his duties as a father.
And you were able to tell all of this from the hand?
Right, from the handwriting.
Okay, now, if you would like for Brenda to take a look at your handwriting, then drop her a letter, and here's the address. Write to Handwriting, Good Morning, Virginia, Box 591, Petersburg, Virginia, 23803. Handwriting, Good Morning, Virginia, Box 591, Petersburg, Virginia, 23803. And perhaps Brenda will select your letter to be analyzed on the air. We'll not use your name. Okay, Cindy.
Thank you, Al. Good. I think I'm going over to Jan's house for lunch. She didn't invite me, but I think I'll go over there anyway. Coming up on Good Morning, Virginia, some handwriting analyzed, and we'll bare the souls of a couple of people that might wish that their souls weren't bared. Well, we'll see. Anyway, don't go away.
Most popular features on our program is the appearance of Brenda Bradshaw, who is psychic, a handwriting analyst, and who if you shake hands with her, she'll start popping out things about you that you didn't want anybody to know. You know, it's incredible. Okay, we have two people who have given you examples of their handwriting, and we're going to show you how she arrived at her conclusions and what her conclusions are, and then we'll find out if she's right. Let's take number one first.
Let's take the number one person we have here, Jane. And number one, I look at each individual letter. I first look at the letter A. The letter A, if it's good and round, and she has a letter A that's very good and round with a lot of caution, means that she's a very motherly person, and she's crazy about animals. She's animals. Don't have any right now, though.
Oh, no.
How many do you have?
2 dogs and a cat.
2 dogs and a cat. You got rid of some.
Got rid of a dog.
Yes, got rid of a dog. Anytime you get rid of anything, it shows up. That was the one you was fond of. Okay. The H, it means that she's over-involved so much now that she's way over her head. She's not only involved in preparing for parties, she's going to run the party. And with this time of the year, she's doing so much cooking and baking. Of course, everybody says that happens to everybody. But Jane puts it all on top of it.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I interrupt there? Brenda, you didn't know this. You've never seen Jane before, never talked to her. What did you do last night?
Baked 4 dozen cupcakes. Iced them this morning and made cookies.
It's incredible.
That's right. I didn't know it was those ladies. I thought it was those other 2 ladies. We have 2 other ladies in the studio, and he brings them in. I'm totally in shock.
And we had a holiday party Saturday night.
Okay, keep going.
Let's move right along here. Jane has had quite a lot of different jobs in her life. She hasn't stayed very steady for a long time because she just can't keep from being involved with people and the home and the church work. And she has always had been reaching out for new experiences. She's never satisfied. She's going to be really, really something with the ERA. She's going to get out there and really go forth and get the best jobs. She has a music ability way from the past. And yes, that's a long time ago. It hasn't been anything lately because the S and the C are totally in the changing area. Now, there's one more thing, a cautious temper. Hang on, honey. If you ever get mad, watch out. Pots and things are going to fly.
All right, that's Jane. Jane, what do you think? How did she do?
I think she did well, real good. Because,
what about this music? Did you ever?
Can't sing a note. No, I do. I used to try to play the guitar and sing and stuff like that, but try is a word. I enjoy music. I love it, but I don't think I have a talent.
Somewhere you do. Somewhere along the
Maybe it'll come out one day.
Yes, I know.
So she was right on target.
Yeah, I think so. Real well.
Here we go. We have...
okay, this is number 2.
Melinda. And I said, Melinda, what's your nickname? She'll tell us on the air, but Melinda has always had a nickname. The way she writes her signature, you can tell because the letters are non-connected. And anytime you see a signature with the first name that is non-connected, she starts out with the M-E, and then the L, and the I-N is all by itself in the middle there. And the D is separated from the A, and the A swings all the way back. And the swing says, go back, jump back. And some of her nicknames have been some with the M's in it because the M looks very good here. It really does. So there's probably been a Missy in there and a Mickey and things like that. No Mickey, but a Missy. Something of, what is it? Muda. Yes. Miss Piggy. Always with the M. The M's very side. All right, let's see. Very career-minded individual with that A. She's tossed and turned quite a lot, trying to decide which way she wants to go into. She has different types of education here backing her up. She hasn't quite made her mind up which one of those educational fields she wants to go into or not. She has very good judgment. When she makes her mind up, she sticks with it. This is a very good manager. It really is. I'm looking over there at her hands also as a hand translator. She's going to hide them from me. She has a management thumb over there. I always look for that management thumb. She remembers the bad points from the past. That's your temper problem. You always poke them where it hurts. If you remember something about them, boy, they better not tell you because you'll come right after them. The letter E is her house. Your color scheme is light to medium. You have such a long house. Long. Now, what I mean by long, here's a little scale model that I had drawn. This is the feelings that I get from the letter E. You see? The front is very long.
I don't know if the camera
It's
can
just
pick that up.
no, probably not because it's written in pencil. But it's a very long area front. The cars are swinging around the side here. They're whizzing around the side. Because you have a whizzing problem where you live. It's a little bit too much traffic. Did you just move?
No.
Are you planning to move?
No.
I'm going to tell you, when you have an E that has what you might want to say, a lower zone, a very long area, it usually means that person has been there for quite a while, and they might be thinking about moving on. How long have you lived there?
About 8 years now.
8 years.
Planning on going to Alabama.
Planning on getting out of there, huh? Well, I wish you a lot of luck with your new E and your new place.
Had you ever met Brenda Bradshaw before? Was she on target with you?
Yes, she was.
Isn't that incredible? Brenda, you did it again.
I try. People, this time of the year, one thing I want to say is, look at your Christmas cards. Look at them signatures.
Yeah.
See what you get out of them.
Okay. Thank you very much, Brenda Bradshaw. Cindy?